This evening on House and Home, it's Besta Tuna Choice and cabbage rolls on Cooking with Besta. Norman talks more on what P.I.M.S can offer for our school leavers. Inspector Shimon from the PNG Fire Services is back, talking more on fire safety. We check out all the party goods over at Brian Bell. And we visit P.I.M.S Pottery, and you'll be amazed at the unique styles available and in time for Christmas too. Hello again, and glad to have your company once again on House and Home. Well, this is the month where most schools get involved with the grade 10s and 12s formals, and I have to say, this is the time where you get to see them transform, looking like young adults as opposed to seeing the students from those grades in their uniforms. They leave one life behind and prepare to step into another door leading to the next stage of their lives. To all mums and dads out there who have children or a child in either of those grades, I'm sure you must be proud of their achievements. But you also deserve a pat on the back as you have all outdone yourselves to ensure your children get this far in their education. Speaking of education, here's Norman to talk more on options available with the Port Moresby Institute of Matriculation Studies.
Welcome viewers once again to this P.I.M.S episode. Let me repeat 2 points regarding school dropouts which I made in the previous episode. Number one, from recent trends, almost 50% of the 170,000 students in grade 8, 10 and 12 will become school dropouts in 2013. Number two, I made a forward projection that if the compulsory education policy kicks off next year in 2014, there will be in excess of 90,000 plus grade 12 school dropouts by 2018 who will find no place in established tertiary institutions in the country. I will put it plain and simple. If we do not address, manage and find solutions to the school dropout problem in PNG in the immediate future, number one, we will not have the capacity to maintain our economy, and number two, we will be faced with a huge and potentially explosive social youth problem. In terms of education, the situation is this. As it is, we have an education system that denies the vast majority of our secondary students the privilege and the right to tertiary education. I personally believe this is the wrong path. By doing this, we are losing forever thousands of potential workers, leaders, decision makers and politicians who can never make the higher contributions because of opportunities denied. What is the sense in giving access to thousands at the lower end of education in primary and secondary, but then almost totally ignoring the more important group at the tertiary level, the very group that can most impact the country and change its status quo for the better? Why don't we change or reverse the equation? Instead of denying the majority access to tertiary education, why don't we do the opposite and give the same majority access to tertiary education instead of denying them? A difficult challenge possibly, but the right thing to do as we can only gain from it. In the face of increasing global competition, a country's hope for prosperity and progress is increasingly dependent on the ingenuity of its critical, analytical and innovative professionals. Any country without a significant percentage of such professionals in its population will never be competitive on the regional or global stage. As described above, the country will need to provide an annual basis equal opportunities in higher education to the thousands of grade 12 school leavers that our education system will be producing a few years from now by virtue of the compulsory education policy. Building new tertiary institutions, although necessary, will be slow, and it will cater only for a small percentage of students who can physically attend classes. Question is, what then is the best or most effective way to address this problem? The answer can be found in a country like India, with a current population of 1.2 billion people. The only way they can provide equal and continuing higher education opportunities to the massive student population is through correspondence, distance and open learning. Students study from where they are without the need to be in a classroom. The Indira Gandhi National Open University in India currently enrolls about 2.5 million students and is the largest open university in the world, enrolling several 100,000 new students each year. Another example, the Open University in UK enrolls around 250,000 students worldwide. Let me recap a few points I made in the previous episode concerning our need to embark on correspondence distance learning in existing and new tertiary institutions to improve access and allowing us to manage the grade 12 school leaver and dropout problem in future. Number one, the government to fast-track the establishment of PNG's first open learning university in which internet online learning must take prominence. Number two, Existing tertiary institutions are encouraged to start offering dual-mode programs of full-time, on-campus study and distance correspondence learning to increase student access to tertiary-level programs. In response to the challenging and grim situation of school dropouts now and in future, and also realizing that a prosperous and growing economy can only be aided and sustained by an educated and skilled population, as introduced in the last episode, we at P.I.M.S will be establishing a new institute next year in 2014 to be called the Norman C.K. Institute, NSI for short, that will offer tertiary courses to diploma level. This new institute will start operating in P.I.M, lay and 1 or 2 other selected centers. The various diploma courses that will be offered will be in business, accounting, computer science and management studies. Our 17 years experience in running P.I.M.S in multiple centers throughout the country will be very valuable to us in setting up and running the new Norman C.K. Institute. The next diagram will show the link between P.I.M.S and NSI. Students completing grade 10 or 12 secondary studies can transit directly to do tertiary level diploma courses of their choice at NSI. The next diagram will show a more detailed pathway for students between the two institutions, P.I.M.S and NSI. Several points to note as we are looking at the diagram. Number 1, all grade 10 applicants will need to do the 6-month pre-diploma bridging course before enrolling into the diploma program of their choice. Number 2, all diploma programs are 1 year except the diploma in computer science, which is a 2-year course. Number 3, acceptance into the diploma in computer science course will strictly require completion of major math and science in grade 12. In the absence of this, students can do matriculation math and science at P.I.M.S before reapplying for the diploma in science course. For further information and application forms for both P.I.M.S and NSI courses, please contact the following address on the screen. P.I.M.S NCD, PO Box 775, Boroko, NCD. Phone 325-4815, mobile 710-68149 or 704-64121. Email address is PIMS@gmail.com and our website address is www.pims.ac.pg. The secret to addressing and managing the school dropout problem now and into the future is the continuous engagement and participation of our youth through provision of opportunities. Whenever there is a discontinuity of engagement and participation of youth in the development process, we are inviting trouble. The continuity of engagement and participation of our youth can be done through education, business and SMEs, sports, religion and the like. We have great plans ahead for the new Norman C.K. Institute in offering tertiary diploma courses. This will include a robust dual-mode study options of an on and off campus distance studies utilizing and harnessing the full benefits of technology, in particular internet online studies. Additional program areas for the future will include mathematics, science and technology courses. Once again, and unfortunately our time is up for this episode. Thank you all for your attention, and as in previous episodes, I hope that you have benefited from the information provided. Till we see you all again in the next P.I.M.S episode in 2 weeks' time, have a good night and thank you.
After the break, we join Miriam in our house and home kitchen for the Cooking with Besta segment.
It's the tastiest tuna in a can. It's the new Besta tuna chunks in 185 grams, packed with 100% premium white meat goodness. The finest export quality tuna is now available nationwide in oil and brine. Besta tuna chunks and Bestia, proudly PNG made.
Good night, everyone. Welcome back to another Cooking with Besta program. For tonight's recipe, I will show you how to prepare Besta tuna choice in cabbage rolls. In front of me we have 2 carrots chopped, a 1/4 cup mayonnaise, a 1/4 cup tomato paste, 1/2 teaspoon basil leaf, 2 tablespoons plain flour, 2 tablespoons water. Our main ingredient, Besta tuna choice flakes in oil in 185 grams, 8 cabbage leaves, 2 cups of cooked rice, and 2 cups of chicken stock. So firstly, we add in our tuna choice. Add our rice, add in our carrot, then we add in our mayonnaise, mix that all up so it is well combined. Besta tuna choice is a mixture of white and black meat. Keep on mixing till all the ingredients are combined well. Okay viewers, this is how your mixture should look like. So what we'll do now, I have a plate here. I'll get my cabbage rolls or cabbage leaves. Serve the mixture into the cabbage leaves. This. Then just roll the cabbage leaf. Tuck in at the end. You can actually use the toothpick to hold your cabbage leaves together. Next one. Rolling, tuck in the ends. This recipe is very simple to prepare, and you can have it during dinner time. Besta tuna choice is a good source of omega-3. Okay viewers, now we'll get our pan. Our stove has already been lit. So what we'll do now, we get our chicken stock, add in our tomato paste, our basil leaf, just stir till you get a good mixture. Let's add in our cabbage. Pour in our stock cubes. Let it to cook for about 5 minutes until it's tender. Okay viewers, our cabbage rolls are now ready to be served. Let's just switch off our stove. So let's just serve. Okay viewers, we'll just leave it aside for it to cool, and now we'll mix our flour with our water, thickening soup. Okay, now we have a nice thick paste, so we'll just add the paste into our tomato soup. Just stir. Viewers, now the sauce is thickened, so we'll just switch off our stove and let's serve onto the roll. And here you have it, Besta tuna choice in cabbage rolls. Thank you for watching and hope you join me again same time next week on House and Home Cooking with Besta. It's better, it's Besta, pride of PNG.
It's the tastiest tuna in a can. It's the new Besta tuna chunks in 185 grams. Packed with 100% premium white meat goodness. The finest export quality tuna is now available nationwide in oil and brine. Besta tuna chunks and Bestia, proudly PNG made.
After the break, we join Inspector Shimon for more on fire safety tips.
Good night, viewers. Welcome to another segment of Fire Talk. In this session, we'll be talking about cooking safety. Cooking brings families and friends together, provides an outlet for creativity, and can be relaxing. But do you know that cooking fires are the #1 cause of home fires and home injuries? In 2012, cooking was involved in an estimated 156 home structure fires that were reported to PNG Fire Service. These fires caused deaths, injuries to the occupants, and millions of kina in property damage. By following a few safety tips, you can prevent these fires. Cooking with caution. Be on alert if you are sleepy or have consumed alcohol. Do not use the stove or the stove top. Stay in the kitchen when you are frying, grilling, or boiling food. If you leave the kitchen for even a short period of time, turn off the stove. If you are simmering, baking, roasting, or boiling food, check it regularly. Remain in the house while the food is cooking and use a timer to remind you that you are cooking. Keep anything that can catch fire like oven mitts, wooden utensils, food packaging, towels, or curtains away from your stove top. Always keep the stove top, burners, and oven clean. Wear short, close-fitting, tightly rolled sleeve when cooking. Loose clothing can dangle onto stove burners and can catch fire if it comes in contact with a gas flame or electrical burner. Have a kid-free zone of at least 3 feet around the stove and areas where hot food or drink is prepared or carried. Always use cooking equipment that has the label of a recognized testing laboratory. Follow manufacturer's instruction and code requirements when installing, cleaning, and operating cooking equipment. Plug microwave ovens or other cooking appliances directly to an outlet. Never use an extension cord for a cooking appliance as it can overload the circuit and cause a fire. Check electrical cords for cracks, breaks, or damages. If you have a cooking fire, just get out. When you leave, close the door behind you to help contain the fire. Call fire service on 110 after you leave. If you do try to fight the fire, be sure that others are already getting out and you have a clear path to the exit. Always keep a lid nearby when you are cooking. If a small grease fire starts in a pan, smother the flame by carefully sliding the lid over the pan. Turn off the burner. Do not move the pan. To keep the fire from restarting, leave the lid on top until the pan is completely cool. In case of an oven fire, turn off the heat and keep the oven door closed. After the fire, the oven should be checked or serviced before used again. For any information regarding the content of this topic, visit your nearest fire station or call 110. I am Inspector Simon Zagipa, and remember, firefighting starts with you. Prevention is better than curing. Good night.
Here in the nation's capital, with the dry season at its peak and the winds that pick up occasionally, it is imperative that everyone be wise, be considerate, and take precaution in lighting fires, as they may just as easily get out of control. We may be blessed to have the occasional rain like we experienced over the weekend, but nevertheless, we are well into our warmer season of the year. After the break, we check out the party action over at Brian Bell.
Hey, hey, Mr. B.
Sporting competitions are winding down to the finals, and school exams, as you know, has just finished. So you'd expect school holidays to be not far away, and of course Christmas time fast approaching. Good evening, I'm Clyde from Brian Bell, and I'll be your host this evening for Bill, who's away on Christmas holidays. It is a season to celebrate, and parties and get-togethers are definitely going to fill up your social calendar. So look no further, because here in Brian Bell we've got the latest and the coolest party gear for your parties. Let's start with what's hot in the discos the world over. Disco fanatics around the world are sporting neon bob wigs as popularized by the pop princess Katy Perry. Get your own Katy Perry look with these wigs in neon pink, purple, lime green or blue. They're not only for the clubbing scene, but can also be used as good props for a great costume party. And if you're partying, you've got to look the part. Beautifully decorated masquerade masks like these ones go great with your occasional Mardi Gras party. Make your party a blast with party poppers. Shower confetti with a bang. These party poppers are available in sizes from 11.5 cm, 20.5 cm and a giant 38 cm. We also have mini poppers that are great for the kids. They're affordable and we make sure that your party will go off with a bang. And what's a party without the sounds of people having fun? So let's get that party started. Don't forget to arm your guests with hand clappers, blow-out whistles and a variety of tinsel hooters. And for those raging party goers, you can't go past supplying party horns at your next party. They're really loud and guaranteed to get everyone's attention. Now for all you serious party goers, novelty drink glasses like these ones are your ultimate party gear. Now all you have to do is you put them in a glass or straw, whatever you're drinking, suck through your mouth and it goes around and around until it reaches your mouth. Why not take the celebration outdoors and light up a sky lantern? To add an inspirational ceremony to your evening's occasion, few things can compare to the launching of one or more hot air sky lanterns into the night sky. This unique party favor is the perfect addition to weddings, farewells, Christmas and New Year celebrations, or just a gathering of close friends. It is said the sky lanterns carry your dreams and wishes as they gently ascend into the night sky and beyond. I'm sure you've got a lot of party and celebration ideas from the fun and affordable party accessories that we featured tonight in our segment. As the old saying goes, all work and no play makes one dull. So get up, let loose, celebrate life and have a good time with your friends.
Best price, best quality, guaranteed at Brian Bell.
Right on, Mr. B.
Now I'm in the mood to throw a party. I'm so loving all those cool and funky looking party accessories, and all in time for the festive season too. And all those novelty gifts are amazing, especially if you're one with a great sense of humor. Now speaking of which, have you done up your list for gift ideas? Up next, we feature some creative pieces of pottery art, and I'm certain you'll find something there to add to your list of Christmas, weddings, birthdays, or going away gift ideas. That's coming right up after these messages.
Pottery is a ceramic material which makes up pottery wares, of which major types include earthenware, stoneware and porcelain. The place where such wares are made is also called a pottery, or potteries in plural. Pottery also refers to the art or craft of a potter or the manufacture of pottery. Pottery is also made by forming a clay body into objects of a required shape and heating them to high temperatures in a kiln, which removes all the water from the clay, which includes reactions that lead to permanent changes, including increasing their strength and hardening and setting their shape. In this segment, we will look at the process of making these beautiful pieces from clay to a final product. Here at Anne's Pottery in Port Moresby, we've shared in the journey of a piece of clay being turned into a beautiful and very useful work of art. Anne's Pottery is located within the Cheshire Homes premises in Ahola, Port Moresby, and as far as we know, the only pottery in town. Pottery is a traditional art form and its users vary from different storage to cooking needs traditionally. As an art form in this day and age, all of the products that Annie's Pottery churns out are a particularly beautiful representation of modern and traditional art as we know it. The little shop and the workshop are quite small, but the amount of beautiful pieces that have been created in this space by Jimmy with the help of Annie and Angie are countless. These pots, mugs and other clay storage and decorative pieces can be used at home, are ideal for gifts and are intriguing just to gaze upon. This is Jimmy, the potter here at Anne's Pottery, and if you have the privilege of owning any of the pottery from Annie's, you will find Jimmy's signature on the underside of the item. Jimmy makes every single item that is made at Annie's Pottery. Jimmy has been a potter since he was 19 years old and has been making pottery for Annie's Pottery for 13 years now. Jimmy is assisted by Annie and Angie, who helped in the preparation of the items from start to finish. The clay used here at Annie's Pottery is imported in 10 kilogram bags. The first step in the process is weighing the clay. Each piece of clay used for different items, whether it be mugs, vases or utensil holders, has a specific weight. For example, the clay that is used to make a mug weighs 3 kilos. After the clay is portioned and weighed, Jimmy takes it to the potter's wheel, adds some water and starts shaping the clay into the desired item. As Jimmy is working through these steps to make an item, Annie will explain the processes.
These are all the steps to make the cup, and he does that to take all the air bubbles out of it. Because if you have air bubbles in there and you fire something, it'll just explode. And then it'll spoil everything else. See, that's my job. When they're small sized like that, then I do that for him. So now he's making a cup.
How much did the clay block cup have?
400 grams.
400 grams.
Okay. So all our cups are, that's our regular size. This size that you see, it's all 400 grams. And if people ask for smaller ones, bigger ones, then we adjust the weight. Yes.
Okay.
It's just 400 grams, just enough to make the cup and gives him enough to work with. Otherwise, if it's too thin, then it's no good. It's it doesn't take long to make a cup. See? So he can probably make 100 cups in a day if he was just making cups alone. Just to that stage though, and then because you have to wait for them to dry. Yeah.
Wow, it takes a lot of patience.
That's it. That's for the cup. So the next stage would be from there he would go to but he's already trimmed them, he's already tidied them up, so we won't worry about that. He'll just go put the handle and put the design. Someone ordered a gecko mug with their name, so he's going to do the gecko with the name. So you will find that not two pieces are exactly the same. There'll always be a little difference, maybe in height or in the design or in the writing, because it's all done by hand.
The same design
He's making for the legs and the body is already there. That's it. So that's your gecko mug. So you come and put your order, and we require a 50% deposit. Okay, so Jimmy's he's just done the glazing, but he's gone and put the color, like a solid color over the mug, and now he's cleaning off the bird. So the bird is becomes raw. There's no more glaze on the bird, and then he can, with that, he can go and put the 2 different colors on the bird, so they stand out against the background. And then they will stay for the weekend, because if you open them while it's hot, when the cold air rushes in, it'll crack. He'll use those cones. That's the way he sets them up. Okay, and then he's gonna put it, set it up like that in this space here, because in the door of the kiln there is a hole there. He'll take that out and he'll look in and see. He can't open it while it's firing.
Yes.
So he has to open that little window and have a look and see. And when they start to bend, which one bends first? The white one?
The cone 9.
Cone 9, which is?
That's cone 9 and that's cone 10.
Okay, so cone 9
is white and 10 is pink.
When they start to bend, that'll tell him that it's ready.
Almost ready.
Yeah, almost ready.
Okay.
And then when the pink one or number 10 starts to bend, then that means it's ready.
And there you have it. We have covered this process over a period of 2 weeks, from weighing and kneading to cooling and removing the finished items. The process of making a beautiful item such as these is quite lengthy and requires a lot of patience, but you have to admit, with an outcome like this, it's absolutely worth it.
We'll have more on House and Home in a moment. Welcome back. We've just about come to the end of House and Home. As I already mentioned, Christmas is just around the corner. Do plan something with your family so it becomes a memorable one, and be a little creative, whether it be in decorating, gift wrapping, setting the table, or going somewhere nice for a special Christmas luncheon or dinner. But most importantly, invite Christ to your table or to be with you, not just on Christmas Day, but throughout the festive season. Next week on House and Home, our Besta mum Miriam makes Besta tuna papaya fairy, Dr. Ambi talks more on mental health, and it's more great quality buys over at Brian Bell. Have a great week, and do give making Christmas that extra special some thought. From the House and Home crew and myself, have a wonderful evening and God bless.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.